It's not like he walked into the dressing room and said, "Hey guys, this is my first managerial job," and Thomas Muller and Lewandowski went, "Who are you? This is your first job. We don't respect you. We don't know you." No.
And welcome to the Q&A Extra. This is where myself and Matt take one of your questions and delve a little bit deeper into it. So, first one is for you, Matt. Apologies if I say this name wrong. So, this is from Purushothaman Venkatakrishnan. Apologies if I have said that wrong.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, a wonderful name. So, can Hansi Flick be rated as a world-class coach, or is he doing good because of the squad he has?
It's got a multifaceted question there. On the face of it, I would say no, it's not just because of the squad. It's because of him. And I think for those who have followed his coaching career, especially as being the right-hand man to Jogi Löw, especially when Germany won the World Cup in 2014, how do you define a coach's ability when they haven't had the chance to show it? You know, Flick could have been getting the best out of his players, and from all accounts has done, especially with the German national squad, as I said, and at Bayern Munich, for so many years prior, without being in charge of a team. You know, and I think there's no reason why he can't be world-class at the start. Just because you haven't seen a football player play doesn't mean they haven't got all the ability in the world. Obviously, it's a little bit different because they would have had to play to get into that position. But yeah, I think that if you were to just say, oh, Flick's come out of nowhere and suddenly he's got a good squad and, you know, he's not really that good a manager, he hasn't proven himself yet. He may have proved himself as an excellent coach in the last few years, which, as I say, he has. I mean, certainly that World Cup victory, a lot of reports that he was the main mastermind behind it. You know, behind Jogi Löw, doing a lot of the training sessions. And I think this is really this is just what he's doing now. He was already a world-class coach.
It's just like the next step now in that people are noticing.
You just didn't know it. He was already a world-class coach. You just didn't know it because he wasn't in charge of a team. And I think that's really, really showing through now. And I would be very hesitant to say that the players didn't already know this. It's not like he walked into the dressing room and said, "Hey guys, this is my first managerial job," and Thomas Muller and Lewandowski went, "Who are you? This is your first job. We don't respect you. We don't know you." No, not at all. Not at all. I'm sure they were well aware of his coaching ability and everything that he does, even if he wasn't known, as we say, to the mainstream kind of footballing world because he hadn't had a managerial job before. Having said that, he does have a very good squad, but he's getting the best out of them. This is the same squad that Niko Kovac had at the beginning of the season. And last season that he didn't get the best out of. You know, he didn't... Thomas Muller's the perfect example. Kovac barely played Thomas Muller, right? And then Flick comes in.
Totally revives.
Yeah, gives Muller the kind of, not the knowledge and the coaching because Muller's a seasoned professional, but he gives him the tools and everything that he needs on the pitch in terms of tactical systems to go and express himself and be the best player that he can be. And I think he was the second highest assister in Europe behind Messi this season, Muller. That's without playing a full season. So I think he does have a very good squad, yes, but, you know, if the squad was that good that anyone could do it, right, why is he even in a job in the first place? Why isn't Kovac still there?
Yeah.
And Kovac wasn't a terrible manager.
Yeah.
But, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing can be said with, Zinedine Zidane. When he came in at Real Madrid, he was a world-class coach. And he proved it. And he proved it throughout the seasons with, all the back-to-back Champions Leagues and La Liga thrown in there, then La Liga this season. So I think, it would be kind of to just say, and obviously Purushothaman Thaman hasn't said this, but I'm kind of going off assuming that you're saying that he's kind of got lucky to go into a first job where the squad's really good.
Yeah.
It's a bit of heart, a bit of this and a bit of that. I don't know, I think,
Well, he's earned that spot.
But that's the thing.
That team, that's it. It's not like he's just wandered in, like you say, off the street and and just been given this as, oh, let's see what he can do. You know, this is a managerial choice that will have been looked at, and there is a lot of method and thought behind it. It's not just it's a half decent team, throw him in, see what he can do with them. They've looked at this, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think like the squad. You know what? You can't take anything away from that squad. Absolutely brilliant. And I guess what you're saying about Real Madrid is similar. That when you looked at that Real Madrid squad with Zidane, brilliant, and then Zidane left, and everything just completely fell apart.
Exactly.
So you look now at the situation at Bayern. Great team with a different manager, still a great team, but not performing how they should.
You mean Barca? You mean Barca, not Bayern?
Yeah.
I was going to say Barca.
But but what I'm just trying to say is that you have to have a good balance, which is what I think Bayern have got at the moment, is a really good balance of having a coach that is worthy and is good at their job. Yeah,
precisely.
Bringing the best out of a good team and making them a great team. It's almost like, I wouldn't say 50-50, because I think a lot goes into, I don't know, you could argue, but I think a lot goes into coaching preparation, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's a very even split of he's helping them, they're helping him kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I think as well, you kind of said it there, like you're giving the job to someone who's qualified to do so. You know, Flick played for Bayern Munich and had a half decent career, maybe until injuries kind of curtailed his career a little bit early in the 80s and 90s. But it's not like they've just given it to a club legend. You know, look at Juventus with Andrea Pirlo, and I'm really interested to see how this one works out for him, because he is someone who is a club legend and has no coaching experience whatsoever in terms of even coaching smaller teams. He has his licenses for sure. I've read that he's doing them. But he doesn't have the years behind him of coaching that Flick would, as opposed to the playing career that Pirlo does have. Yeah. And he's walking into Juventus side that have won, 9 in a row titles now?
I think so, yeah.
So that will be the actual test of, is Pirlo a class coach, or has he just got the team that he can sort of sit there and say, you guys are Juventus, you're Cristiano Ronaldo, just go out and win football matches. You know, or does he have his own coaching style and his own way of setting up teams, and you'll see the real effect that he's had? Who knows? Because I think Maurizio Sarri tried his best to get Sarri ball going at Juve, and despite the fact they won the league, they then crashed out at the Champions League. They didn't really look fit for purpose, kind of the players and the system that he wanted to play. They didn't have the most entertaining brand of football that Juventus fans and players and the board and everyone expects.
And Inter were only 1 point behind them?
Inter were 1 point behind them, and they've got a coach with an identity. And I feel like it's kind of, as we said, it's easy to make the assumption that Flick just had a good squad. And he's come in since November, and they've been on a brilliant run since, blah, blah, blah. But I think he deserves it, and his coaching ability is obviously of such a level that he got the job in the first place, and that he's well respected. And as you could say, you can see other coaches like Sarri, like Quique Setien, who have their ideas and they come into the squad and they say, we're going to do this and do that, blah, 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 try to change stuff, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. It's
almost a big crime. Like, you think, how have Barcelona been so bad with the best player in the world and one of the best players in the world? Sorry, Ronaldo fans. Comment section, fire. How have Barcelona been so bad with a good team? Or how have Juventus been so bad with Ronaldo, the other best player in the world? There has to be something to do with the coach. You can't just stand there. But this has been a bit of a rant.
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see with the Champions League final. I'm sure there will be a lot more discussion on Flick. I feel like there's going to be a bit of a transfer rumour for him. Like, you know what, Chelsea are after everyone.
Yeah.
So like Chelsea decided they actually don't want Frank Lampard, and they're actually going to
bring Flick in.
But yeah, that was a very good question. Thank you for that question. And thank you to everybody for watching. Don't forget, in the community tab on a Wednesday night is where you can put your questions to us for the Q&A and the Q&A extra. But yes, thank you for the questions. Thank you, Matt. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Check out all the other content that we have got on Onefootball, and we will see you guys later.